Muslim cadet refuses to remove hijab, military college wipes grin off her face. A Muslim cadet recently demanded to wear her Islamic headscarf while training at a military college in South Carolina, in accordance with Sharia law. However, after telling the university that her religion trumps their 175-year-old dress code, the entitled Muslim was smacked with a response she never saw coming. Mad World News reported in April that a Muslim cadet at Citadel Military College in South Carolina petitioned the school board to allow her to be an exception to their strict rules, requesting they do away with the dress code they've had in place for nearly 2 centuries. Hoping that the prestigious military school would bow to her religious demands, her special privileges were quickly stricken down. The Muslim student is now disappointed because the Citadel rejected her demand to be allowed to wear a head covering with her military uniform. The school boldly denied her appeal, citing that their dress is both purposeful and equal for every student, and that she is not above the guidelines simply because of her personal beliefs. Citadel President John Rosa stated that the cadet system is based on a common uniform that is equal for all and that students know upon enrollment that they are committing to adhere to standardized requirements in all behavior, which he reiterated is essential to a successful military program, according to NBC News. The standardization of cadets in apparel, overall appearance, actions and privileges is essential to the learning goals and objectives of the college, Rosa said. This process reflects an initial relinquishing of self during which cadets learn the value of teamwork to function as a single unit. Immediately after the decision against her hijab, the Muslim supremacist told media that she and her family are considering suing the school, thanks to the help of the Tripartite Council on American Islamic Relations, CAIR. COA reports that CAIR's National Communications Director and spokesman Ibrahim Hooper confirmed Tuesday morning that girl will not attend the Charleston school unless they cave to her demands. If they do not, he says that she will consider legal action. Muslims so often cite equality and tolerance as their purpose for a protest, but that's not at all what they want. When they are held to an equal standard, they demand and threaten to be an exception to the rule that all other religions, ideologies, ethnicities, and genders must follow. They whine, publicize, and sue when they don't get their way, and their own intolerance of what's good enough for everyone else but them is applauded and supported by the left. Many entitled Muslims have fooled the uneducated into believing that Islam requires only female followers to cover their heads with cloth, but this is a common misconception in the West. Any religious minority living under Sharia law knows that what was written in the Quran was meant for all humankind and that Muslims are responsible for forcing the world to adhere to it. The Quran specifically states that women are to cover their private parts and wrap their headscarf in such a way so that it also covers their chest. As for unbelieving women, they may be left uncovered, even to the point of their breasts being exposed, if they are slave women owned by Muslim men. This exception was allowed because it was an easy identifier for non-Muslim slaves. Of course, for the college to fulfill the Muslim cadets' demand, they would be forced to admit to adhering to both the foreign law and religious text. It's easy to imagine the anarchy that would ensue if a Christian cadet demanded that homosexual classmates' lifestyle be called a sin by the school, in accordance with the Bible's condemnation of such acts. On the other hand, the Quran commands for homosexuals to be killed, so maybe even worse is yet to come.